Hi guys, Sam77 here. I wanted to introduce you guys to a device that I've had for a little bit now, about 6 months, and it has turned out to be one of my favorite devices ever, probably. This is the T-Mobile G2. Look at that keyboard. Wow. It's a T-Mobile exclusive from 2010. It is the sequel to Google's first phone, the Google G1, which was also my first smartphone. I remember getting that probably right when it was released. Like, me and my mom went up to the mall and got it. Super cool little phone. It was the very first Android phone. Remember, that was like a big deal, and it was my first smartphone. Eventually, I wanted to upgrade to the G2 after I'd had the G1 for a while, and this guy, which is basically like a clarified, stylistic improvement. The keyboard is, completely flush to the upper half of the phone, whereas in the G1, the home button section wouldn't slide up and the keyboard was a bit smaller. But I know what you're thinking. Why? Why, Sam, in 2020, why would you buy a 2010 smartphone? And that's a good question. I'll tell you exactly why though, and I've got some good reasons for this, okay? I promise. If you don't already know, basically all smartphones from this era are literally functionally obsolete. This caps at around 3G, either 2G or 3G is the only data that this phone will interact with. Doesn't even connect to a lot of the new Wi-Fi routers and modems. It doesn't detect the signal. So I definitely didn't get this thing as a browsing machine. I didn't get it as like a workhorse, obviously. So why did I get this phone? Let's start with reason number 1, the camera. The camera on this beauty. It's a 5 megapixel sensor and video camera. And I can show you some samples. This little 5 megapixel camera actually holds some awesome characteristics. The saturation, the exposure from the G2 has just been a breath of fresh air. Going back to that old 2010 Facebook post style. Obviously the photos aren't the sharpest in the world, but that's really not why I got it. It's like a little film camera. It'll evenly expose photos. It might crush highlights a little bit, but often to the benefit of the photo. For how old this phone is, actually, it's very consistently good. The flash is pleasing. The flash photography on this camera is very pleasing. The white balance is accurate 90% of the time. And the thing I love about it is it looks good right out of the device. Whereas I know iPhone and Apple, they're exposing for optimal editing later, and that's fine. And I know a lot of people like having large dynamic range and stuff, but something about the sharpness, just the sensor just looks like overly digital to me. It looks so digital. I don't know how to explain it. I'll show some comparisons back and forth between these two. I'll let you guys decide. What do you guys think looks better? I prefer overall look of the G2. The second reason that I got this phone, I've really already showed you guys, but it's definitely nostalgic, but it's for the physical keyboard. Love the physical keyboard. I just love the style of it. Honestly, it's just pleasing to my eyes and my fingertips. Satisfying to type on. You get that little click, crunch feeling. I love these like little highlight white keys. It's really simple and really pleasing to me. And I actually wish that there would be some phone companies that would continue to make, or at least give an option with physical keyboards that are really nice. I was able to download a journal app, some writing apps on here, some note-taking apps, just if I want to go somewhere and have this as my little portable typewriter, which probably isn't practical, but it's nice to have, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, just having a tiny device to put my ideas on. And the third reason that I got this beast is the Gameboy Advanced emulation with the physical keyboard. Every phone basically now has a Gameboy Advanced emulator, DS emulator, and I know that's not special to the G2. It's just awesome to have that analog feeling of the physical keyboard and being able to assign keys to the buttons and play it physically on this little device. It's just been awesome. I have some games on here. I have Pokemon and Star Wars. I basically found a bunch of ROMs from my childhood days and installed them on here, and they look great. The screen is bright. The colors are great on the screen as well. That is distracting. This is Star Wars Episode 3. We got Shaman Kings on here. Shaman Kings? I don't know. How would you say that? So yeah, I've been just really enjoying having that option, you know, for just some trivial entertainment, or, you know, something to come in clutch when I'm on an airplane, have a sort of a 2-in-1, because likely I like to bring this anywhere where there's going to be photo opportunities. I'll put the specs of this phone in the description in case you guys are wondering about all that. The specs are not going to be impressive to you 2020 kids. I remember getting this thing on eBay for, I think, about $20. It came mint condition. Shout out to the seller. Not in the original box or anything, but had the charger and a battery with it as well. And I've just been really enjoying it. I've just been enjoying seeing it on my desk. This thing has been a real treat, and I'm glad that I sort of went back in time to get the G2, which is what I wanted to upgrade to, you know, 10 years ago. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is more of like a commentary and gaming channel, but let me know if you guys want to see any more tech that I like, because, you know, there is tech that I like. You know, I'm a man. Well, that doesn't mean anything, but so yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.